Hello, everyone, and welcome to Beta Minecraft. Beta Minecraft, oh my goodness, yes. You're probably wondering, this video is labeled 365 days in Minecraft, in beta modded Minecraft. And you'd be right. If you look at my F3, which I can't show you because I'm not holding the correct item, I have well over 300 days. I'm standing on the giant thing that I want to show you guys. And you're like, Jabber, why did you label this video 365 days if it's not 3 hours long? Which I agree. But I have a few videos that I wanted to show off that I'm going to try to edit together as best as I possibly can. And we're going to see if you guys like them. Everyone should subscribe, or else. Can we get 1 million subscribers before 2026? Probably not. But I'm gonna try. Whoop. Woo. I really like this feature. This is really fun. Woo, woo, woo. And ideally, the videos that I have will show off all the cool stuff in my world. And if they won't, then I'll come back at the end and I'll show you what I do have in my modded beta Minecraft world. Goodbye! Welcome, everybody. This is the interior of my beta Minecraft house. As you can see, we got a mirror, we got a bed. We got really everything you might need. Yes, those are colored chests. We'll come back to those. These are my first tools. We got a chest with some random stuff, some building stuff. Gonna replace that. But yeah. Oh, come on. There we go. Alrighty. Welcome, everyone, to my beta Minecraft world. I know. Hold your applause. Thanks. I'm going to tell you this right now before we even get started. It's pretty and all, but I'm doing this from a perspective of I've already recorded all this. This has already all been edited. I'm currently voicing over with my phone. So that's what you're going to get. I'm going to be in the past. I'm going to be in present tense. I'm going to, do my best. But as you can see, we're exploring. Oh, there's a ledge there. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to take damage anyway. This stuff I haven't seen before. I'm going to break this. We're going to see. I think it could craft something. Ooh, rich. Why is it rich? I'm not really sure. Maybe it looks different. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a little flex in that one. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it can make like sandstone or something. Or it can do nothing. Okay. Well, I'm just going to throw these out. Great. All right, it's probably time to chop some trees. And I do need some wood for just to, stock it up. I tried editing this. I'll tell you this right now. I tried editing it, be like, haha, wow, really fast. And it just looks like I'm speed breaking. I'll be so for real. I don't know, but I do like in this mod, you can break leaves really easily with an axe. Super helpful. I guess some, yeah, the axe broke. This is yeah. This is, I don't know why I decided to do this. I'll be honest. I could have just gone and made another axe, and you missed. Awesome. But, I've been, ooh, there's a cave. Ooh, okay. Oh, yeah, turn that heat up, bro. Love the Minecraft soundtrack. Okay. Oh, hey, my first iron. Don't mind if I do. This stuff's raw, like in the newer versions. I'll find some time later to talk about. Jeez, it's just taking forever to craft from a past perspective, at least. Like, come on. Ooh, some coal too. Don't mind if I do. Yes, please. Oh, okay. That was, let me light it up maybe. Anyway, ooh, there's a chicken. Hello, chicken, hello. Anyway, I really like this mod. It's just so simple. As you can see, I'm finding some new blocks here. There's a lot of new stuff. If you don't know what Better Than Adventure is, which is the mod I'm playing, it's what you call an alternate timeline mod, where they thought the idea of the adventure update really wasn't up to snuff, similar to Better Than Wolves. And they instead decided to, ooh, look, a wolf. Darn, I don't have any bones. They instead decided to branch off and make their own version instead of the adventure, as if beta kept going. And here we're going to show off some cherries. I do love me some cherries, don't get me wrong. I didn't see them before this. This is my first time in the past seeing this. Dear goodness, they're so loud, these cows. Jeez. But cherries are great. They only stack in 2, like beta food. Dadgummit. No, ow, rats. Dude, I'm not gonna be able to deal with this right now. I'm trying to talk to the viewers. Come on. Sub if you want this dog to stop hurting me, I guess. Hit that like button too. Anyway. If this thing stops chasing me, I can maybe keep talking. Come on, go away. It's still trailing me? Come on. Go away. Oh, it disappeared. Okay. Anyway, alternate timeline mod of betaminecraft. I think it's quite cool. Recording this on a past laptop that I owned. Why didn't I make an axe yet? That's just so silly of me. Anyway, I have spent 360 days, and I wanted to show off some stuff. In these few videos, I'm working on a replica build of a Bedrock edition base that I made with some friends. I had some friends at college who were like, hey, let's get together. We really want to play a game together. So I was like, okay, I'll buy the realm. Then you guys can join. We'll all have fun. But it just got to a point where we were working on homework so much, and I was getting bogged down by classes and all that kind of stuff. I just never had time for it. So we made a really cool base in it, and it had a bunch of add-ons and stuff. But these bases, it was really one under this house that you'll see me work on later. One very small house. There's a hole, and you go down under, and there's a big old long path with a main room, and then splitting off into each person's room. It's really fun. It just turned to night, though. I'm gonna try to... Wasn't that fun? Jump scare zombie. Ooh, this looks like a tunnel cave-in or something. There's my base down there. I'm gonna light it up a little bit, but I'm not gonna worry about it. But I am gonna... What's that over there? What is that? I don't remember putting those torches there, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Is there Herobrine in this mod? I don't know. What's that? Over. That's okay. Music completely cut out. That's not ominous at all. But I'm gonna use, pink wood. I do like the look of this. I use this to make a nature chest. I store all my naturey stings, all my cherries. I gotta put them somewhere. Sugar cane, saplings. I got so many flowers that I want to make a flower garden or something later. And I am gonna make my first iron pickaxe here. You've seen a lot of beta Minecraft worlds, I'm sure, that have like this, what do you call, I lose words so often. Museum! That's the word I'm looking for. Museum. They have this museum where they put all their, firsts, and that's why I have those, other pickaxes saved. Daggum skeletons, man. Go away! Anyway, these museums, they keep their first items, and the iron pickaxe, I keep with me for a while. I don't use it. Because I really, in these first few days, I think maybe it was the first 50 or 60 days on the game, I was really trying to lengthen the experience of really using wooden and stone tools before upgrading to iron. Oh, the stars look so pretty. I'm going to explore over here. This is kind of like outbacky. There's some more orange wooded trees. I'm worried about the monsters. Hopefully there's not... Jesus, come on. Alright. You guys can tell the ADHD is kicking in. I don't actually think I have ADHD, but my brain's going all over the place. I don't have a script for this. You're getting this raw, unfiltered, all kinds of yapping. One continuous stream of thought. Oh my gosh, go away. No. Please, sorry if you have arachnophobia. Go away. Jesus, they're really hitting hard. Dear goodness. All right, well, hey, free swing for me. This really is the outback, I guess. Spiders all over the place, giant spiders. Listen to that music, it's so good. But the realm I was playing on just couldn't do it, so I wanted to make this replica of our base in memorandum. And I had some really cool ideas I was working on that I really never got to execute. Go away. They are so... Oh my god! 4, 5, dude, 6. This is too many, man. And they jump all the time. Anyway, in memorandum, I wanted to make this cool scientific lab underground with a bunch of redstone that maybe I'll show off one day. I haven't really started building it. This is these videos are of day maybe 30 or 40, and I'm, like you saw in the intro, I'm in day 370, 360. I'm more than 365, I'll guarantee you that right now. But stream of consciousness, that's what you get. I'm gonna do my best. Oh, no! If I had my funny mic, I would hook it up and scream. Again with the spiders? Go away. If I had my funny mic hooked up, it's in my ear right now because I'm using it to, scrub through the video. If I had it in my ear, I'd scream and make funny sounds for the great audience that I'm sure is listening. Hey, by the way, while I'm sleeping, you're beautiful. They're so loud. Go away. Anyway, I really, really like this mod. It does things that I'm not used to in vanilla. I played vanilla so many times. I maybe made it to the end of Dragonfight once or twice in my lifetime of playing this game. I started on Pocket Edition way back in the day. Finally getting my stuff. Started on Pocket Edition, had the survival worlds that I would start, and then I would get going and get iron and diamonds, and then build one house. And then I would kind of forget about it, and I'd go back again, and I'd be like, I'm going to make a new world, and, over and over and over. But I did have some cool redstone builds here and there. I tried my darndest to invent a few stuff on Bedrock, on Pocket Edition, I guess, back when it was before Bedrock, and I tried making a villager trading hall that I put on YouTube, or I tried to, a few flush piston doors that were hidden completely underground. Just some fun stuff. And you'll definitely get to see my really, really cool factory, which is what I was standing on in the introduction. You're not going to see that for a while, though, in this video, at least. But that was some redstone engineering feats that I'm extremely, extremely proud of. It took a hot minute to try to figure out all the circuitry and stuff, but maybe I can find the rest of my items underwater. These sheep are annoying. I'm gonna try to get some free wool while I'm at it. I think there might be a few of my items all the way down. As you can see, this is not, the modern version of Minecraft where things float and it's easy to swim, which I'm perfectly fine with. But I think I found all my items. But I the flatter textures, you're really imbuing your creativity into the game. The terrain generation is just nostalgic, is the best way to put it. Here in this clip, I'm trying to really explore around. I didn't make a map quite yet, but I am trying to find a nice air spot of land, which this looks like I might take up for that nostalgia house that I was building with my friends. I'm gonna put it maybe over here, and think past me, and at this point was like, ooh, new trees, because each tree is their own unique color. So you got the birch, and that's white wood planks, and you can paint wood planks in this, which is so nice. It makes, coloring things so much easier. Spruce, I was assuming it was probably something like a brown wood or a dark brown, but I was happy to see, give me a nice brown wooden plank. And I did use that to replicate my bedrock base, as that was originally made of spruce. And I did my best to mimic the blocks. Things like stone bricks are a little different in this. There's not copper, so I had to use some creativity there. Oh, a pig. Get over here. Get over. Free food. Down a heart. Might as well heal. The flowers. Oh, I love the flowers in this. You can stack more than one flower on top of itself, and it makes like a bouquet. I don't think you can do multiple flowers at the same time, but it's so pretty how you can make little bouquets and alternate all these different flowers. I think there's a flower for each color. I could be wrong. I haven't explored every biome yet, even 365 days in. And all this space is very clear. There's not a whole lot of grass. Ooh, free purple flower. It's not a whole lot of grass, but really, really cool ambience thing that this game does, or this mod, is that it makes grass and flowers, especially poppies and dandelions, makes them grow spontaneously wherever you hang out. I guess the best way to put it is like in the background while you're in the chunks, or you're letting chunks load, those chunks that have grass blocks, they can grow grasses like short grass and all these flowers, and it can get, you have to mow the lawn at one point if it gets a little too hairy, but it really does add some nice ambience that I don't, was I trying to make a shovel with baked mud? Dear goodness. Anyway. Oh, listen to that music. Classic C418. No, oh, okay. Well, go. Skeletons are literally the worst in this. They are genuinely terrifying. I think that's the other thing that this mod does very well. Bringing back the true terror of beta. Oh, another cave sound. You love to see it. Really brings back the terror of beta, with the whole beds being able to spawn enemies if you're not in enough light or under a roof. Free coal. I'm never gonna turn down some coal, but it's dark out. I'm a little worried about the monsters. I'm not gonna lie. Chicken. I'm gonna flatten this out though. I think this is a perfect spot for my bedrock house. What's that? Maybe I heard something. I don't know why I stopped randomly. Like I said, you're getting both a stream of consciousness and a past view of what's happening and a present view of what's happening. Really eclectic I am. Probably going to flatten it one more layer though. But this mod, the terror of spiders jumping at you, horrifying. I don't remember the last time that happened in vanilla. Zombies will hoard you. They're probably the easiest to get rid of, I'll be honest. Skeletons do insane amounts of damage. And the variants, you've seen them throughout the video. But you have variants with eye patches. You have variants with different color shirts for the zombies. You have different spider variants. One that looks like a black widow, one with blue eyes, one with like brown hair. It just adds so much character to the game, where vanilla Minecraft sometimes lacks. They only just recently, in the past 2 years, added the Spring to Life update with the mob variants. And this game, this mod pack's been doing it for, I think, longer, which is really fun. I am going to fill this in with dirt, though, just to flatten it a little better. Probably round that off to make adequate space for the building. But yeah, the variants you've seen. What are some other cool things? The beds. Oh, the beds. I watch another beta Minecraft YouTuber named Dialco. I'll link his channel down below because he's just really chill, really fun to listen to. And some of his past videos were talking about the ambience of beta Minecraft and how it differs from vanilla and why he plays it a majority preferred to beta Minecraft, or preferred to vanilla Minecraft. And one of the complaints he had was about beds, because beds, have kind of lost isn't the right word. They've inherently taken away some kind of difficulty from the game. House is looking nice though. I did skip ahead in the editing just because it was taking so long to build it, and oh dear goodness, all these crazy mobs. Awesome, great. I just love holes. Hey, at least all the blocks drop. In Bedrock, when I was playing and a creeper blew up, it would drop like 3 dirt, and I wouldn't have enough to fill it in. That sucked, but at least, maybe they added it in this mod too, but they actually drop all the explosive blocks, or all the blocks exploded. But Dalco was complaining about how beds took away the difficulty because you could just skip through the night and would never have to worry about any of the mobs, any of the monsters, completely, gone to waste. But the cool thing about this is they make you survive at least one night. You have to fight at least one zombie to get that one, or 2 pieces of cloth, as was being used to make a bed. You need 2 cloth and 1 wool, as opposed to 3 wool that you could get within 3 minutes of starting a brand new world. But I like it. I do normally sleep in the bed now. I'm gonna get some cobblestone here for a furnace, and oh great, okay. Well, now I'm gonna use my iron pickaxe. Oh no! Bro really came out of nowhere. Hello, bro.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Running away from skeletons. Terrifying. Go away, go away, go away. I'm gonna try to sleep in the bed, because I don't know why I kept spawning not next to my bed. I've set my spawn here plenty. Maybe it's obstructed on one of these edges. I think this will probably fix it. If I get rid of that and I get rid of this one, then I won't have to worry about it being obstructed all the time. Because I would rather spawn indoors instead of outdoors with the maniacs and stuff. Okay, let's just keep that one open, and there we go. All right, now I'll actually spawn inside, hopefully. There we go. Set my spawn, grab a sword, because I do not want to be stuck outside with the... Oh, no! No, thanks. Stay there. Thank goodness they can't shoot me through the door, guys. If you guys have made it this far, please comment what you guys would like to see in a future video. This is my very, very, very first real edited video. As you can see, my stream of consciousness is not very well thought out. If you have any advice on how I should structure these videos, or write scripts if you want to hear scripts, or if you guys are okay with a stream of consciousness, I'm a big yapper. My fiance is totally okay with it. She loves it when I just yap. And I love it when she just yaps. Is it a flaw? Is it a, benefit? I don't know. Go away, creeper. Dadgum. I'm not having another one explode, but that's what you're going to get today, is a lot of yapping, and we're going to see how that fits in the algorithm of YouTube. But I traversed all the way back to the house to try to get my loot. Stupid creepers, man. I'm going to steal another purple flower, though. Hopefully there's not anything in the cave while we go in here. Since this is my first real YouTube video, you could say, please tell me what other stuff you want to see. I have been playing so much Hogwarts Legacy in the past 2 days. Dadgummit, I can't combine stuff in this? Oh, I guess that sucks. Anyway, I have been playing so much Hogwarts Legacy, it's not even funny. I think I've put in 30 hours in the past 3 days. Not that many, now. More like 20 hours in the past 3 days. I heard people have beef with it, and I was like, there's Like I got it for free because of the Epic Games Store stuff, which I love. Do not get me wrong. I love free games. I actually got to still get today's free game. But I got it for free, and I wanted my fiance to play it because she was a big Harry Potter fan. She only played a little and was like, this is a little difficult. I was like, okay, I'm going to turn it up to hard difficulty because I'm a real gamer. And I wanted to give it a shot. And I had so much fun. I cannot be trusted with RPGs. I don't know if you guys are the same way. I know some people are, but you get locked into an RPG, you cannot stop playing it. I stayed up till like 2 a.m. 3 nights in a row, and that was the first time I'd done it in like a month and a half for no reason other than to just play this Harry Potter RPG. I'm not gonna do my very darndest to not spoil anything. But the progression, it drip feeds you so efficiently. It gives you very limited spells at first, and then you have to get through a certain amount of story missions before you can even, start attempting to unlock the other spells. Do I just sit here? Hello? I want to make sure the video is also entertaining for you guys. I thought I made these edits pretty decent. Maybe I was supposed to delete these. Maybe I'll make a door. I love doors. Door. Anyway, I love the progression so far. Can it go? Okay, there we go. I love the progression so far. Really drip feeding you the spells and the map. Oh my goodness. I played Lego games as a kid, and those were like pretty decently sized maps, especially when you were getting into like the more open world ones like Indiana Jones 2 and the Lego Batman 2 and 3. But like this is not even a Lego game. This is just a 60 gigabyte AAA game, and it looks great, and it's so big. Every single building almost has an interior. There's so many like warp points that you can go between. And the entirety of Hogwarts Castle, every single room is furnished. It has a painting that moves. That's like, there's probably like 300 paintings in the building that all move. I don't know how they did it. Must be because it's a 60 gigabyte game, I guess. But so far I'm loving it. I'm a loot goblin. This game is for loot goblins. My goodness. You would not believe, even from the introduction, guys, do not skimp out on the chests that are hidden behind the corners. Once it gives you, I don't think this is a big spoiler, but it gives you this thing called a Revelio spell. Literally exactly what it sounds like. It reveals the area around you. I think that's one of the most useful puzzle mechanics and useful looting mechanics that a game can introduce. I don't know. I've not played that many RPGs. I'll be so real. But I'm going to try to plant this tree right below me and boom me. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Anyway, this Revelio thing reveals the area around you, so you can find all the loot in like a dungeon, or you can find where puzzles are in the castle, or you can find solutions to your puzzles in the castle, or where they're located and stuff, if it's like a fetch quest. It's just so convenient, and I love it, and it's great. I unlocked the broomstick flying not too long ago, and that has been so fun, trying to figure out the mechanics and flying everywhere. Last night, again, up way too late, I was editing this video. Again, you saw in the intro, I spent 2 hours on the intro because I was insane. But I explored all the maps and like all of the exterior, what do you call them? The teleport points. And first of all, that took me a while because I had to manually fly everywhere. And second of all, the map is so giant enormous. It's huge. You go all the way to like Scotland, it feels like, because as far as I remember, Harry Potter's set in England somewhere. I don't know exactly where. There's a train that leads to it, but you like go down to like the Scottish coast, and there's some like Scottish garbs you wear, Highland garbs. I don't know if there's a Highland England. I'm not that well educated, but it's so expansive. It reaches like, it feels like a few miles north and a extra few miles south. in both directions, and all of that. And every single building is furnished and has an interior, and there's enemies all over the map, and, you know, your little puzzle quests everywhere that have, like, little unlocks associated with them. There's the Merlin quests that are associated, I think, with upgrading your, like, super abilities. That's like a whole thing. You got to play the game to understand. I'm not going to spoil that because it's pretty unique to the game. And then I think there's like pages or like collectibles you find, and the more collectibles you get, it unlocks more inventory space, and I'm having too much fun with it. I'm really enjoying it way more than the reviews convinced me I would. But thanks for listening to my massive yap sesh about Hogwarts Legacy. If you guys want to see a Hogwarts Legacy video, a brown, that's a bougie brown chest. If you guys want to see a Hogwarts Legacy video, make sure to comment down below so I know and I can feed you guys what you want. That delicious content. If you want it like super highly edited, if you want it like another yap sesh like this where I just go around doing quests, I am so down for either. But at this point, in the video, I've made the exterior of the building. I really want to make these floors. In the original Bedrock edition, I have them as brick floors, so I'm going to use some of the stone that I smelted up and get some of this brick. And as you can see, I'm making some slabs because I want to be efficient as possible. And I replaced the entire floor as best I can with these stone brick slabs. And they're a little different. They look a lot like the clay bricks in vanilla Minecraft. And I like the cohesiveness. I like that it's not different. So if you wanted to do something like stacking normal bricks and clay bricks together, you know, there's a cohesiveness there. And I'm a fan of that. Dadgummit, why won't this slab... Please don't make me... Dadgummit. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mine... Are you kidding me? This is so annoying. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig a hole under so I can like place it on the underside of a block. I was hoping this would work, and in fact did not work, and it made me look like a Minecraft idiot. Guys, I know slabs can't go together. I know they can't. I'm going to figure this out. I promise you I do, because I did it. It's happened. There's Minecraft mod videos you want me to do. I would absolutely... it works if you look upwards, so I might have to dig down one. Yes. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, if you guys want to see mod videos, the world that I've been playing on, this is really... I didn't explain it well enough at the beginning, but this is my forever world. As best as I possibly can. I want to spend all the time... this is the world that I want to keep coming back to. I've spent the intro 125 hours, I think it said. I've sunk 125 hours into this world alone. And I've spent a decent chunk amount of time on modded worlds before. I played a little bit of Rebirth of the Night. I had a lot of fun with that. I had so fun I played it twice. And if you guys want to see the fun builds I made in that, maybe I could go back to my old computer and dig up those files. But I really want to make this world as fleshed out and alive as possible. On the list of things that I want to do, I do want to add a few more mods later down the line. When I got my new computer, I actually added the Aether mod, and I actually put the Aether mod in here from the beginning. I still haven't visited the Aether mod, if you can believe it. I'm really, really, really trying to save as much of the quote-unquote content as I can, and really trying to make it how do you say it? A sandbox experience. I want building to be the main thing that I think about when I join this world. I want to enjoy the creativity. I don't want to turn into a modded world where it's like, I got to adventure, I got to go loot. You know, I got RPGs for that. I got Hogwarts Legacy for that. This is my creative building game. And this is you're probably wondering, what the heck is he doing with this roof? Why is he not filling in the entire thing? On the Bedrock world, somebody made the roof look like a giant pickaxe on the top. And that's what I'm trying to replicate. And it takes me a hot minute to try to make it look exactly right. And I can't remember if when I was recording this, I was referencing the original images. I think I took some on my phone and I was swiping through them a whole lot to try to make sure I did everything right. And I was like, this kind of looks right. This looks right. Yeah, and this looks pretty good. This was a really fun. I'll be so for real. This was a tough first build. This was the first quote unquote big build that I did. And you're like, Jabber, it's a tiny little cabin. How is this a big build? But later down the line, I dig a whole lot of tunnels right below, and toward the end of this video. Like I said, I already edited it, so I know what it's looking like. But toward the end, there's a whole lot of digging out that I'm doing underground. I'm making the main area. There's like a villager, quote-unquote, place that we were starting to work on. I wanted to replicate each player's individual rooms. There's this really cool forest room. There's this more modern like factory kind of room. One of my other guys, he made like an interior cabin with a nice fireplace. Another one made a room full of furnaces, and that was more expensive than I thought it was. But that's where I keep my nether portal, and it looks fantastic now. And then there was my little area, and I chose, because everybody had already built theirs and I was coming on a little late to the server, I chose the very end of the hallway, and I was like, okay, I have some mods in the bedrock realm that let me add some really cool furniture, and I'll test them out creative. And I eventually came across this really cool idea of like a storage room with a bunch of cardboard boxes, because one of the add-ons I was playing with added a bunch of cardboard boxes that could then be turned into different furnitures. And I was like, okay, storage room, place a bunch of boxes. We'll hook up some redstone to some lights above, some redstone lamps. I'm gonna make it like flash really eerily. And I put a creeper. There was like a creeper armor in one of the mods. Ooh, I like the brown trapdoor. That's really nice. But I wanted to make this. Maybe I'll put some images on the screen. I probably won't though. That'll be a later video. But I wanted to make it really eerie, so I had some lights flashing. I had some creeper armor that could scare people. And there's this really cool block or item that I found that was like a vent, and so I had to like and ventilation on the inside, so it looked like the interior of like a factory floor or like a storage facility room. And I hooked all this stuff up, and there was this vent that you could click on, you could right click on, and you just teleport through it. And I was like, interesting, this is pretty fancy. And then you could click on it from like the front of the room and just like teleport all the way behind it. That was fun. I think it was like some kind of like Among Us gameplay kind of fun mechanic. And I was like, okay. Ooh, there's some cows. I'll take some free leather and I'll miss a shot because I'm literally so great at this. Dear goodness. Okay. I edited out so much of the going up and down the ladder. I just started the underground, and I am gonna get some sand right here for that glass in the roof. But I spent so much time going up and down and up and down and smelting more stone and turning it into stone bricks. It's just one kind of hiddly-do after another. But maybe it'll skim back to that. But, collecting some glass, smelting up, getting some fun stuff. I only just made an iron axe. That was, like 10 minutes ago, and I totally forgot to notice. But I'm going to start mining out the small area under my base, starting to make the main entrance room with the chest room. Ooh, where'd this cave come from? Okay, well, get your sword, make a torch, come on. I can't even make a torch while I'm scared of these zombies. Come on, sticks. There we go. We're gonna, come on, get some torches out so I can at least explore safely. Okay. Not even all the torches. Great. Nice little, this is a pretty expansive cave. It looks a little, you got that beta Minecraft caves. I definitely got some coal down here. A chainmail zombie, don't mind if I do, and a creeper. That's not exactly what I like to see. Okay, drop some free chainmail. Chainmail links, actually. They can be used for 2 crafting recipes in this mod. You got your chain link fences, which are something that mobs are prevented from going through or climbing up like spiders, but the player can actually climb up them. And here, breaking some mossy stone. This is a fun little thing that the game adds, and I think it spreads naturally. I'm not exactly sure, but there's a variant for each of the 4 stone types in this mod. There's normal stone, there's granite, there's limestone, and basalt, which is like the deep slate of this mod. It doesn't go down that low, of course, but it does have like a black stone variant, and there's a moss variant for each of them. And I don't know what you can do with the moss variants. I think earlier in the video I tried crafting it as something, and it couldn't really be made into anything. But if you're doing grassy greenery stuff, you could use it to greenify some things. There's just strange gap of the cave. How far away is this from my main? Oh, it's literally right there. Okay, well, that's gonna be fun to cover in when I have to work on more of the underground stuff. Oh, sheep. I might make some shears, because wool is pretty valuable around here. Oh, I got the glass. I can fill in the roof. That's nice. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. What was I yapping about before this? We got the mod. It's really cool. I was talking about my room. My really cool room. Storage room. I got the teleporting event from Among Us. And then I wanted to make it so you teleported through, fell down, clicked a magic button, reveal, bam! Giant room with a magnificent fireplace in the back, plush couch, giant portraits all over the wall, very, very vintage, very, not romantic era, that's not the word I'm thinking of, like early 1900s vintage, very, like, ominous, I don't know, but I wanted that, and then I was like, okay, that's a cool idea and all, but I want some interconnected, I want a story behind what I'm building, okay? Redstone is cool and all, and this big old reveal is cool and all, but what if this was like a house facade? So my plan was, and still is for the beta world, is to make this special facade, where you walk out and it's like, okay, you're outside and there's a sky around you, and it's be a sky made of like blue wool or something. It's like, oh, I'm outside, woo! Then you break through the wool sky, and it's like a science, experimentation room, and build like an SCP building, is studying this house, and it's like, okay, that's some interesting things, and kind of like some little lore pieces here and there that I'll sprinkle about, and I still haven't done it yet. Ooh, some white fences. That's gonna. Ooh, I like the look of that. That's pretty nice. But some real quality lore that if I were to die and people were to, sounds really ominous, but people were to come back to this Minecraft world and they were to like, okay, how does this world describe the player? Some fun storytelling elements, like science team studying some mysterious building that's underground, connected to all these other rooms, and the homeowners didn't know it, or they were studying a Herobrine shrine and it lit up all of a sudden, and there's blood all covering the floors around the Herobrine shrine. Woo! Something silly like that. I did get some wool in that past clip. I didn't use it for anything, and dear goodness, they're so loud. I might turn down the volume in the editing. But I am gonna make myself, I wonder what it could be, some more ladders. I love ladders. Ladders are great. Going up, going down, especially when there's not any water vaders. But yeah, storytelling and stuff. So that's one of the things that I want to do in this beta world. I want to expand upon that like fun science-y lore. I also would like to make a factory, and you'll see that maybe in some future videos if this video gets enough traction. this really cool factory I have made, and you saw me standing on it in the intro, is actually a mass producer. I probably shouldn't be talking about it, even this would be like I'm going to talk about it later, but I'm going to yap about it now because I have the time. There's still like a fifth of the video left to get through, so you're gonna listen to me yap about my factory for all my building materials. It's glorious. I spent some quality time in a creative world working on the redstone, but there's these really, really, really cool pistons that I will either show off eventually, or you can go look up yourself. But there's normal pistons, and they're great. Love me some normal pistons. But the normal pistons can now break blocks, which is amazing. Thank goodness. Thank whoever made this mod, because they're doing a great job. The BTA team are doing so good, and the modding scene behind this is crazy. I'm on the Discord. I'm keeping up to date with all the mod updates. Like the Aether is constantly being updated all the time, adding up-to-date stuff and as accurate to the current version or to the beta version as they possibly can. It's great. There's an add-on mod that I'm also using called Quite Better Than Adventure, I want to say, is how it's is the moniker. And it's really fun. It adds things like fans, which I'm using in my factory. It adds crates, which is a new storage system. You're able to store, I think, 48 stacks of one item, which is awesome. And I use that all over my factory. But it's so nice. All the modding community is so awesome and so very good at what they do. I've not run into very many problems, and that is also because I'm running pretty stable versions on the old hardware I was recording this on, and also the current hardware that I'm playing my games on. But back to what I was saying, this factory, I want some. The pistons can break blocks with obsidian, so you push any block with a piston into obsidian, and kaboom, it breaks. Awesome. But there are super pistons. The sticky pistons, but they're super pistons. They're not called super. I think they're called steel pistons, which is an upgrade from iron. But steel pistons are awesome because, one, they increase the piston push limit, which... all the Minecrafters go hip hip hooray, all the Redstoners go hip hip hooray. That's the coolest thing ever. We all love increasing the piston push limit. But not only does it do that, but it turns any block into a gravity block, which is something that it's really very on par with the alternate timeline kind of vibe they're going for in the mod. But it shoots mobs, it shoots the player. It acts exactly like a piston with a slime block on it, except you don't have to stick it to anything. And it also do that to blocks. So you can shoot blocks really far. You can shoot blocks into other blocks. You can create really cool. I want to say like falling piston doors, and all that kind of fun stuff. But I wanted to use them for a cobblestone piston feed tape with their new cobblestone system. And I don't know what other mods do this. I want to say Better Than Wolves also does this, but I am probably wrong. But each level of lava, in a lava flow, you have like the source block, and then you have 1 level, 2 level, 3 level, and then it doesn't flow anymore. But beyond that, each level makes its own stone type, which is awesome. So one makes cobblestone when combined with water, one makes granite when combined with water, and one makes basalt when combined with water. And there is a way to get limestone. It's a little more inconvenient. You have to pour lava onto a water source block, which again, super interesting, super unique. I don't know who else does this. I haven't played that many mods. But I used all this knowledge after lots of testing to create my ultimate cobblestone generator system. So what it does, you're going to have to believe my yap sesh, because that's as best as I'm going to possibly get. You got 4 super pistons. You put them under each of the generated block. Shoots them up into pistons that are extended. There's some wonky clipping that happens where it can go through them, but it can't come back down through them, so it sits on top. And then I have a piston feed tip that shoots them towards some pistons with obsidian, crushes them, and then I have fans that blow them through an entire super, super big, what do you call it? The piping system. This is a great time to show off the recipe book that Better Than Adventure adds to gameplay. I have all this stuff blacked out because I didn't want to spoil my gameplay. But we got some really interesting things. That thing kind of looks like a name tag. We got all kinds of black wooden things. We got something that looks like some kind of iron related object with a block that I haven't seen. We got lapis, another block I haven't seen before. Looks really unique though. I love how it looks. And you can find out about that on future videos maybe. All kinds of dye combinations, which is awesome. We got the blue wood, we got a bow, we got bone meal, paper turns into a book. I'm assuming that looks like wheat. We got a bow, we got a bookshelf. It looks like a brazier, I think. Uses of brown woods. There's the chain link fence I mentioned earlier, and a unique way to dye things. If you take any of the same block, if it's any color and you put a new dye, it'll change all of them to that same dye, which is so convenient. Oh my goodness, it's awesome. I'll hint you what that recipe is. That's supposed to be a sponge, so you can take any colored wood, and I think this applies to wool. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but any colored wool and combine it with a wet sponge, and it'll remove all of the dyeing, so you'll get normal wood color, or like the oak wood color is the quote-unquote normal wood color. We got some rails, looks like an activator rail, diamond axe, diamond tools, some more doors, and there's the sponge recipe again that's blacked out because I haven't found it yet. Some kind of bomb-looking thing with gunpowder, or sulfur as it's called. That's a flag. Flags are like the banners of this mod, and I really haven't explored them a whole lot. But they're really cool because you can draw on them with certain dyes. It pops up like a MS Paint kind of menu with like a 16 by 16 pixel grid that you can draw on. I think that's awesome. I wish I could post it on like a wall, like a banner. But I think that's something they may work on in a future update. Something that looks like use cherries and cocoa beans along with some other stuff. Hint, it's like ice cream or something. It's really cool. Iron weapons, iron tools. But yeah. Excuse me, I had a big yawn there. I really, really hope you guys are enjoying what you're watching. This stream of consciousness, I'm doing the best I can. Again, this is the first video I have ever made officially to YouTube and to the Minecraft scene. But yeah, if y'all want to hear me yap any more about the mod or do like an in-depth review of the mod, some iron bricks, I think that's pretty cool. If you want to see an in-depth review of all the things this mod adds, and don't get me wrong, you can absolutely go anywhere else and please go watch other videos about beta or about Better Than Adventure. Plenty of mod reviewers. I think the Bottom Dweller is a mod reviewer that I watched recently that has done a review of Better Than Adventure. The Better Than Adventure team has their own YouTube channel where they post updates and update videos and things like that. I think the Cosmonaut, she's a mod reviewer. She's done a video on it, and that one was great too. And most of the people who and Dialco, who I mentioned at the beginning, who actually inspired me. He was the one who inspired me to take up the beta Minecraft Forever World. He did a review of Better Than Adventure that I really enjoyed. Please go watch their reviews. I think they're great. But don't click off the video. I like the retention. Please don't click off the video quite yet. Thanks. But let's go back to what Past Me was doing in this. What the heck? I think I was looking and just kind of exploring the area around the little cabin. As you saw, it was the little stone brick area had started forming underground. But I was kind of hoping for a new biome beyond all the trees. I will be taking some free wool though. We got some black wool here. We got some white wool here. Don't mind if I do. And some more white wool and some more black wool. Get over here. Get over here. There we go. There's a snowy biome. I gotta say, the bedrock realm I was playing. Oh, some more sheep. The bedrock realm I was playing on was nothing but a snowy tree biome and an ice spikes biome for so many blocks. I think it was like 1,000 blocks in each direction. It was awful. The worst spawn ever. I don't know why we stayed there. We were really trying to branch out. There was a mod that added some like painting teleportation, like in Mario 64, where if you jump through a painting, it would bring you to a brand new location, and that was awesome. I loved that. Super unique way to explore and find new biomes, and I love that. Oh, snowball! Oh, snowballs have a really unique sound. This is the beta snowball sound that I'm really not familiar with, but I'm so put off by snowy biomes. It's unbelievable. I never want to see one again for at least another year. So I probably will never trek back that way, unless I'm trying to make like a snow fort or something. I would like to touch back on the things that I would like to work on in this world. The factory I did complete. I'd love to show that off more in depth. With its cave sound. Ooh. I'd love to show that off more in depth, with all its inner workings and the redstone machines I had to create to make it. But another thing I want to make is are replicas of my house, the houses that I've lived in. I am 90-ish% of the way through the first floor on my current home. There's no recording footage of it right now. I can totally do a second video where I, show off the interior and I try not to get doxxed and stuff like that. Oh, what's that over there? Ooh, free sugar cane. Don't mind if I do. But that has been really, really fun. I want to also make a replica of like my grandparents' house, because I visited them. We visit every Christmas. So that's really, really a fun objective. But it's what else? I want to make. I made a really cool Nether portal, and I don't think it's in this, but it's a sword Nether portal, and that was like something I was like, I really want a cool Nether portal, and that was really fun to make. And I want to make an Aether portal location. That's like a giant floating Greek temple. And I know in the Aether you can get special cloud blocks that you can walk on. But I want to make like this giant marble, temple with like a statue. It's turning into night. Are you kidding me? Giant statue of like Zeus or Athena or something goofy. Or maybe just like a Technoblade statue. R.I.P. Technoblade. If you've seen you saw my skin at the beginning. This is actually a Technoblade inspired skin. Rest in peace, a dear legend that I will most definitely never forget. He's was quite a guy. But I want to make a giant temple. I think that would be cool. I have another route going from this location that you're seeing to the first little hovel hermit house that I made earlier, and it's terrifying to traverse through. So I want to make that look real pretty. I haven't really decided on a style. I don't know if I want to make it like evil or I want to make it like marbling. Thanks for watching the video. I'm going to fade to black here. And I would just like to say, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Like the video. Hype the video, because that's a thing apparently. And I will see you guys next time. ? We'll see you. Okay, bye.